forever. Synth.
Welcome to Riverside Radio. You are listening to Forever Synth. My name's Joe Ward, and my wonderful co-host Rob Dyson is joining me from all of 2 miles away. How you doing, Rob?
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, it's probably 2 miles. How the crow flies, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, as the boat sails, or I don't know if there's others you can say.
Craft.
Yeah. But what have you got next to you for the long 2-hour show? I've got a nice big packet of jelly babies next to me, all different assortments and colours. What you got? Got a beer in hand?
Yeah, I do. I've got a Bombardier.
Bombardier.
0.7%.
Ah, yeah, lefty.
Yacht craft beer drinking ale.
Yeah. Oh, ale. Just leave a beer in the sun for half an hour, let it go flat, voila, ale. That is always my opinion on ale. There you go, end of story. Guys, we had a pretty special show plan. We do still have a special show plan. We've got lots of exclusives coming your way, but we had a really special guest lined up for tonight in Ollie Wride. Unfortunately, he can't make it, but he conveys how sorry he is that he won't be able to make it, but promises that he will be on the show in July. And of course, he's always releasing new stuff. I'm sure we'll have some sort of, special announcement or whatever when he comes on.
We will. I promise we will. I had a good chat with him, and he is very sorry that he couldn't come on. There's a big clash, and it was quite last minute, I guess, that we kind of secured him and then lost him. But just watch this space, mate. Watch this space.
And the good news is he's obviously let us play a track which you can actually only find on the physical releases, the cassettes, the vinyls and everything, isn't it? Which is, of course, Overcome, which is the Sunglasses Kid remix, who's about 20 metres down the road from you?
I think so, yeah. Certainly he used to live in Tooting. I'm not sure if he's moved to North London, but again, we're all separated only by COVID. Otherwise, we were in each other's pockets.
It's
like
a
Patrick
small
Bateman
city.
Up the road.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously Charlie down there as well. And then
100 metres away from me.
Exactly. So we're going to listen to that now. This is Overcome, Sunglasses Kid remix, and stay tuned for some world exclusives.
But I can't brace your fall. When hours fly over my head, I'm counting down. Got to break out. Oh, whatever happened to the two of us? We were free from distraction and doubt. I wanna be frozen, just wanna be frozen with you on your side again.
And that was Ollie Wride with the Sunglasses Kid remix of Overcome.
What did you think, man? Is that the first time you've heard it?
It's actually yeah, it is the first time. I'm not even going to try and sort of think about it. Basically, I mean, that's just got Sunglasses Kid written all over it, isn't it, really? I mean, it's very, it's very high production value as per normal. But, I mean, he doesn't, this might sound a bit bad, he doesn't experiment with his sounds. He's got a sound that works for him and he sticks to it. And it just works with remixes, and simple as that. That's my opinion.
Yeah, and they're good buddies. And,
of course.
And Stranger Love, they did hit a different nerve with that.
Oh yes,
and, there's a couple of tracks that were quite radical remixes that really strayed from the original material, and I'm told we get to play those when Ollie comes on the show in July. So the Anorak remix of Luna. And the Four Hill, we love Four Hill at the moment.
Sexy,
remix of
very nice. Okay, yeah, I like the sound of that. Swings and roundabouts. As you said in the tweet, the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away.
The Lord taketh away.
Yeah, but the Lord can, then taketh away again. So let's hope it doesn't happen like that.
Or give in abundance.
Or give in abundance, like floods and plagues. Yes.
Oh man, we'll swap places today. You're being the cynic, and I'm being the upbeat. Let's do this.
What can I say? I got rained on in a thunderstorm on a Boris bike. My mood has slightly soured, so to speak.
I mean, everything about that sentence is unfortunate.
Yeah, I think so. What isn't unfortunate is a worldwide exclusive coming up right now. Oceanside85 and Compilerbau have collabed to create a track called Drive. She's very, very excited about it. It's actually going to be released on the 5th of July on the album Neon Dreams. If you're a fan of Fever Ray, do you know Fever Ray? Do you remember her?
I do not know Fever Ray, no.
Fever Ray. Yes, that's quite a cool name. And she's very sort of in a similar sort of vein as Grimes and kind of synth electronica, but in a more kind of sassy kind of feel. It's kind of hard to explain, but I think she's quite big in her genre, but I like to think that this is actually very much a sort of Fever Ray track. So yeah, Chelsea, thank you very much for sending this over. I don't actually know the name of Compilerbau. Do you know who it is? The mindset?
No, let's do a quick Google when the song's playing.
I know she's from Germany, and she's obviously from Victoria, British Columbia. So God knows how that works with the time differences and whatnot. But hell of a track. See what you think. This is Drive, worldwide exclusive. Oceanside85 by and Compilerbau.
To myself, 'cause I can't believe
And there it was, a worldwide exclusive. Worldwide. It's really good, isn't it? Really, really good.
For being sent that one. Yeah, no, I love it.
I really like.
Is that available on the Bandcamps?
It's good question. I mean, it's not going to be released until obviously the 5th of July. I mean, I can assume with Oceanside85 and Compilerbau, it's going to be on Spotify. It'll be on all of the platforms. Probably should have checked that out. But let's be honest, I think everyone does that. I think that's the norm, isn't it? Although actually, the next the next exclusive in a minute is strictly only on Bandcamp, so that's completely just dumped on my theory.
I quite like it. I'm spending more and more money on Bandcamp because you've got to support the artists, man.
Yeah. I mean, I did my bit obviously in the earlier stages of lockdown on the early Bandcamp days, but
Nuts.
you know, I'm saving for something that's very important right now. So you know, need to leave it at that. Let's leave it at that. Yes.
I can read a whole lot into that, but I wouldn't dare say it on air.
Oh no, it's not that. No, nothing like that. But you know, almost as important, if not as. Moving on. So yeah, that was Drive, Oceanside85 and Compilerbau. Very quickly, I don't know if you heard it in there. Really, really, really nice grand piano as the chorus kind of kicked in. It was very kind of underlying, but adds power, adds real kind of furore to a song. So yeah, big fan of that. And the next one, another worldwide exclusive, is The River, Dark Smoke Signal and The Less Dead. Now,
I have not heard this.
No, honestly, and well, I've heard a little bit obviously as I was editing it, and it's really, really good because I kind of thought, how is the kind of the dark mind of Dark Smoke Signal and the kind of cinematic synthscape-ness of The Less Dead come together? How would it sound? I mean, I think this pretty much explains it quite well. I mean, the one thing that I'm curious about, how does a guy in Japan and a guy in Bristol come together to collab? Like, that must take ages. You know when you like send an email, but you know they've literally just finished work and you've got to wait for the next day, but then they finish work just as you're starting. I wonder if that's how things go in collabs. It must take ages.
Yeah, they've probably been working on it for 5 years. I'm very hyped to hear this because these are two great artists and very creative.
Yeah, very much so.
Their directions go all over the shop in a good way. So
I mean, it's not actually it's not being released on Retro Reverb Records. It's actually being released via RetroSynth Records on their Bandcamp because Gareth of The Less Dead has recently signed to them. He is on RetroSynth Records, and as are we. Obviously, one of our family members who plays the show out. So thank you for that. And actually, we'll remind you of the other radio stations after the break. But yeah, this gets released this coming Friday on Bandcamp. RetroSynth. This is The River, Dark Smoke Signal and The Less Dead.
Wishing you could read my mind, choking on a martyr's crown, reassurance from a jealousy that I'm getting too tired to give. Our foundation start to rot, so you gotta believe it. Fall into your safety net. A hand on the mirror. You don't think you'll be coming back.
want you and your touch feels subliminal. Blur the lines, let it go. Be irrational, it's critical, magical, chemical, lyrical. Every time I close my eyes, my mind races back to you. Can we love in a world so traditional? It's critical, magical, chemical, lyrical. They're blaming, chasing, I love rearranging. We're stripping, breaking the rules that need changing. 'Cause no one decides what we get to do. You can't be me and I can't be you. We're no longer hidden behind closed doors. Closed doors. If you just want vanilla, then I'm not the one for you. Can we learn to be loved unconditional? It's critical, magical, chemical, radical. No one decides what we get to do. You can't be me and I can't be you. We're no longer hidden behind closed doors. 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 They're blaming, chasing, I love rearranging. We're stripping, breaking the rules that need changing. 'Cause no one decides what we get to do. You can't be me and I can't be you. We're no longer hidden behind closed doors. We're no longer
Southwest London, you're on Riverside.
That was Behind Closed Doors by Neon Radiation, who is from here in good old London, Londinius,
London
London
town,
town. And I don't know. I mean, I said Dagenham. I mean, could be Dagenham, could be Brent, could be Hounslow. Who knows? Could be one of these people that actually lives in Bristol, but then just says London for popularity, for ease. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like when people say, "Oh, come and visit me in England." Like, how close are you to London? Yeah, hour or two away. Yeah, it's nothing.
About 4 hours.
Yeah,
so
it's
not far.
walking distance. But yeah, that was so Gary Blake is the man behind that, and there was a lady called Nikki Simmons there on vocals. It's got a very kind of Euro pop feel, isn't it? Like sort of stuff you could hear potentially in
bit
Eurovision
Kay Burden,
entries.
right?
Very Kay Burden, yeah, very much so. And I'm sure she'll agree. I hope she'll agree. Yeah, she'll agree. Definitely.
Well done, Gary. I put that on our Friday new release playlist, which is
Excellent.
updated every week.
Every week, because
And
it
it's
was
got the last 14 days of new material, but it's updated every
Of course,
Friday.
you do a very good job of it, and that was actually released on Friday, so you got that in the nick of time, and that is actually the name of the EP, the 4-track EP, Behind Closed Doors as well, the titular song we just played there for you, Behind Closed Doors, Neon Radiation. Right. It's apology time. We last week we said that a collab between Neon Arcadia and Xennon. We were talking about the lyrics as though it was actually Xennon who did them, and it actually wasn't. We got that completely wrong. It was actually Tom of Neon Arcadia. So we really just want to put out there that we, I guess,
different vocals. Actually.
Yeah.
We got hung up on the idea that he must be doing the vocals, but he was on the production.
Yeah, that's it, and great production. And
Still does.
Speaking of Xennon, we've got a new track from him. This is Hilt, and when he's not maintaining a 40k follower playlist, he's bringing out awesome, rad new synthwave. And this is actually due for release on the 26th of June. And this is just him, production and vocals. Enjoy. This is Hilt by Xennon.
though the horizon can't be seen behind the door. I gotta gather my thoughts, find a way. 'Cause this ticking time bomb in my head might detonate. And I'm losing too much hope, getting closer to the sun inside. I'm burning, I feel it. Gonna step outside, embrace the warmest day. I'm not sure I'm getting better. Things drag me down, sometimes I found, but maybe if deep beside you I stand, with this hill tide in my hand, I'll take it to the other side and get out, safe and sound, safe and sound. Daylight, it hurts my eyes. The air is fresh and working wonders on my soul. Bright green like a dream alive. But I'm awake, yeah, I can feel it in my bones. Started to come far away. Yeah. Seems to me the horizon's not so far away. And I'm taking back my hope, embracing every part of me that's burning. I feel it, but I use this fuel to ignite it, burning I'm not sure I'm getting better. Days drag me down, sometimes I found, but maybe if deep beside you I stand, with this real tide in my hand, I'll take it to the other side and get out, safe and sound. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm getting better. Days drag me down, sometimes I found, but maybe if deep beside you I stand, with this hill tide in my hand, I'll take it to the other side and get out, safe and sound.
This is Riverside.
We've been avoiding our duties, haven't we, Rob? We need to remind these lovely people, the other radio stations that we put our show out to, the ones that syndicate that have joined the Forever Synth family. I'll let you go first. Go!
Oh goodness. KB Indie,
Neo Radio,
Modsnap Radio,
Progwave Radio,
Progwave, SLE Radio up in Manchester.
up in Manchester, very Emmerdale, it's a bit Yorkshire, and RetroSynth, the RetroSynth YouTube channel, who we mentioned earlier, have obviously just signed the Less Dead. Gareth, well done. Right, another new track. It's not brand new. We missed out on the exclusive, but Polychrome starts with a kiss. It started with a kiss. Never thought it would come to this. No, it's not actually the hot chocolate hit
Oh, if
of the
only
70s.
it was a cover version of that.
Hot chocolate synthwave cover would be insanely good.
Let's
I
get
must admit.
let's get Neon Arcadia to do it. They like doing.
Yeah, well,
wacky covers.
or anyone, and we'll pay you in threepenny bits, shillings, and various
bottles of
poorly made.
Bombardier.
An open bottle of Bombardier. Do you miss Rick Mail? Because I think it was the anniversary of his death not long ago, was it?
Well, it was last week, I think.
Yeah, is that 4 years ago now? Is it 4 or 5 years
So,
ago?
yeah.
Rick
Didn't
Mail.
he die in a horrific Land Rover accident, going over on a Or was that banged his head?
No, I thought everyone said he was fit, and then we might have to look this up. This is another, one of our moments where we start dwelling on things and then cocking it up. So we better make sure that we change that.
It's dead. He's sad. Very, very good, strong talent missed.
Very, very much so. Right, back to Polychrome. Starts with a kiss. Say that again.
Polychrome, who aren't dead.
Who aren't dead? Yeah.
It was Polychrome's birthday the other day. Happy birthday!
Oh yeah, Vicky,
38.
No, what? She's 38.
I know, right?
Wow, she looks tops 30. Very, very at a push.
I may well have just aged her. I'm really sorry if you're not 38. I thought she was 38. Maybe not. Maybe 34. She's in her 30s.
Yeah, but that was very good for her age. Well done. But yeah, this
sorry, carry on, mate.
No, I was going to say this track we're about to play. You actually got a bit of a break. It got played on BBC Radio Cambridge the other day, apparently, or the other week. That's huge. That's big for Synthwave.
London. What are they doing on BBC Cambridge? That's weird.
It's uni friends, mate. It's friends in high places. If you go to Cambridge Uni, get anything done, anything you want.
Right. Well educated.
You come to me if you want those DVDs. You come to me, all right?
This has got a guitar solo from your man from Razorlight.
Wow.
Agron.
Really?
There you go.
That's cool. That's cool trivia there. That beats
That's
mine.
Good trivia, right?
That is very cool. I saw Razorlight not long ago, actually. Well, I say not long ago. It was about 6 years ago, and they were pretty good.
It's not long in these days.
Yeah.
And I think the press release sort of describes it as in the spirit of Electric Youth, in that I guess they're the grandparents of Synthwave to a degree. But I think it sounds more like Parallels. This one.
Okay, interesting. And you're a big fan of Parallels, so you obviously know your stuff when it comes to that. So this is it. This is Starts With a Kiss by Polychrome, the duo from London.
You're out of luck. I won't take blame for what you've done. I've had enough. You crossed the line. We're done. You can say the words so I can rest assured. Cross everything out on the line you blurred. It makes no sense that I had your back, knowing all that you did was just part of an act. So you can say the words so I can rest assured. Cross everything out on the line you blurred. It makes no sense that I had your back, knowing all that you did was just for yourself. You're out of luck. You're out of luck.
Ask your smart speaker to play Riverside Radio.
Crikey, that's a new advert. I've not heard that one before. Get your smart speaker to play Riverside Radio. That's cool. I like that.
I ask Alexa.
Oh, I don't have a smart speaker, but I'll be doing it just to do that, I guess. Can it play Forever Synth if you ask it?
You can't ask for it by name. I've tried.
Blast.
Well, I've tried to
Blast.
train it. I've tried to train Alexa to play stuff from my Spotify, but
Okay.
you know, she's taking a lot of training. Bless
Yeah,
her.
technology's come on far. It just needs to go a little further, and we'll be inclusive of that, I reckon. Which would be great. I've seen a couple of tweets of sort of people mentioning that they think Neon Retro Fest is probably going to be postponed.
That's a
which
shame,
for
but
me, it
inevitable.
is a shame. It is inevitable, but for me, it means I can actually come because I wasn't coming. Because I mean, do you think you'll be able to go? Do you think you'll be able to wangle it?
Depends when it is, I suppose.
Yeah.
I think last time it was right over my brother's and my wife's birthdays, so that's
okay.
difficult.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it depends, man.
That's it. I mean, I think if we put together a good business case to the partners, I think they maybe we sit them down in a room with nice wine, nice lighting, get them dressed up, and say we're going to Boston. Then I think we'll get away with it. Or was it Providence, Rhode Island, or something? Wasn't it like that? I think.
Yeah, it wasn't Boston. I thought you meant the imaginary partners that like sponsor the show or something.
Oh,
and
no.
I was trying to imagine who would sponsor the show. Bombardier probably.
Bombardier, yeah, because Rick Mail's gone, so you've got the same hair length now. You certainly have got a
have
COVID
actually.
cut. Yeah, you're getting there. So I think that would pass. Anyway, music time. Breathe You by Roxi Drive. Now, great news coming from her. She's managed to make her quota for her vinyls. Which I think it was 50. I was one of the guys that obviously signed up to that, so I'll be getting mine probably in November. Can't wait for that to arrive.
Nice.
5 months
You'll
time.
have a record
Excellent.
player by then.
Yeah, definitely. This is Breathe You by Roxi Drive.
Switch on Southwest London. You're on Riverside Radio.
Welcome back to Forever Synth. We are almost at the end of our first hour, but fear not, we're here for yet another one. Plenty more synth coming your way.
That was good, that Furniture.
Yeah, good. I'm glad you like that one. Trying to put my finger on who it was in the sort of what was the last decade. Was it what came after the 20s or whatever you call it?
The tweenies?
Tweenies, something like that. There was an artist.
Somebody tell us. All I know about them is that they covered my favourite show, the theme tune from Twin Peaks, Falling, with Julie Cruz, back in 2016, I think.
2016, which seems to be when they were at their kind of like peak. They haven't released a great deal since sort of maybe 2017. I don't know whether that means they're on hiatus or whether they've disbanded or who knows. But yeah, that was Furniture, but instead of U-R-E at the end, it's E-U-R. And if you like them, let's just say Valingo is a massive fan, and you can actually go to his website to see a bit of an interview he did with them in 2018. Brittany Winter is the mind behind that. And yeah, like I say, Valingo is a humongous fan.
Doesn't surprise me. That is right up his street.
Definitely so.
Now I've heard it.
Definitely
Very good.
Awesome. And how long have we got left? Oh, we're actually doing very well for time. We've actually got 2 more tracks before the hour's up. The first one, Crystal Bats, which was my track of the week for the last thing we did, I believe. Is that right? Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I think it was. Was it Will Jones? Will Vaughan? From London, which means they could be from anywhere. Like it. They describe themselves, I think, as having joyful disco vibes. With the hedonistic 80s.
They've got a very, I'm trying to think, was it not Chicago? Who the heck do they sound like? Oh my god, I keep coming up with like names that are always on the tip of my tongue in this show, and I have nothing to give you people. It's frustrating me. Let's see if I can come up with it. This is Crystal Bats, Anyone.
Down.
That was Anyone by Crystal Bats, and the last track of this wonderful hour of Synthwave is Evil Even Steven by Heartbeat Hero and Hubrid. Stay tuned, one whole other hour of myself and Rob coming up. Forgot to move the switch up. I forgot to move the switch up, Robert. What the hell is going on?
What are you gonna
I forgot to do it.
We were using these crazy voices when we were on the State of Synth the other day.
Yes, State of Synth.
So
That was so much fun. So much fun, guys. Check that out over on Spotify. We said we'd go on there for like 20 minutes and didn't. What was it like? Was it 40? Like half an hour, 35 minutes?
Well over half an hour.
Was
yeah,
it?
Right,
Crikey.
sort of quarter of an hour in. It was a lot of fun talking to those dudes.
It was. I feel like. I feel like they probably had like some questions and a structure, and I think you and me just babbled on in the end.
I agree.
About bowel movements. You know, that seemed to be the sort of underlying.
Yeah, and at the end of the call interview.
That was great fun. Great fun.
Congratulating the incoming poo. Yeah. Outgoing.
Outgoing poo. Incoming and outgoing poos. We can't thank the guys enough for having us on the show. We got to briefly talk with Swayze, who obviously made that really, really cool Funky Tracks Sidewalk not long ago, which we played an episode a few weeks ago when we were doing the shows from home. It's kind of one of my front runners for possibly one of the tracks of the year.
Wow.
Out there with that Hunter Complex track that I like so much as well. So yeah, it's really, really good stuff. Definitely go on Spotify and check out the latest State of Synth, guys. That was a big important episode for the guys. I think it was like an end of series one, wasn't it?
Yeah, end of season 47 or something. They only do it for about 5 weeks at a time, whereas we go all year round. So come on, you slackers.
Wow. Okay. I mean, that kind of gives me reason to think that maybe you and I could take the odd break here and there, or maybe you could come in the seat and I could sit at home with my Bombardier or my Boddington's Bitter.
Oh, Boddington's Bitter. Not a big fan of Boddington's, but I have drunk it. Yeah, so everybody else takes breaks, man. Valingo does seasons, State of Synth does seasons.
Yeah.
Andy Last, I think, pretty much goes back to back to back. He's another powerhouse like yourself.
The thing is, we only do one season because there really is only one season here in the UK, and it's called winter. So that's really how our season works.
We take it from our environment.
Right, guys, one of my favourites, one of your favourites from Las Vegas. This is Nick Mystery with Drive.
dead but losing our control. With a Stockholm smiling, a life that's been for me. I think it's time to leave so I can see. Run from the city in the dark. A million miles to find the part of what we are. We'll take it to the stars. With the sunset at your back, cruise stag, crank the knob and blast car stereo. You ditch that 9 to 5, satisfied, limelight, suicide. You better do it big. So sweat that desert heat, big fat beats to grind. Whoa. Deep breath, cardiac arrest, down in the chest, but it don't stop. Take a drive in the car from the city in the dark. And what doesn't kill will miss the shine amongst the stars. With the top down now, let the good times roll. Ain't nothing out here but the art and open road. We'll run to the city in the stars. We'll take it to the stars. Hey! We'll take it to the stars. Hey! Take a drive in the car from the city in the dark. Million miles to find the part of what we are. With the top down now, let the good times roll. Ain't nothing out here but the art and open road. You can't mount what you can't control. Just let the drive lead where the streets are made of gold. Run to the city in the stars. Run to the city in the stars. We'll take it to the stars. We'll take it to the stars. We'll take it to the stars.
Oh, blimey, the song started without us. My word. Whoa. That was LukHash with Perpetual Motion, which is off a 2019 album. Heavy stuff, and he's just signed earlier in this year to the new RetroWave label. Congratulations, man.
Oh,
1 million subscribers. Listen to your stuff. That's insanely good. Really good.
So he's a label mate with Ollie?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, they again, we've discussed, haven't we, sort of the differences between fixed and new retrowave. I don't know, just they seem to make less of a song and dancer things, and they do it the right way, and that's what I really, really like about new retrowave. So anyone that gets to sign with them is being well looked after.
Yeah, strong YouTube channel as well, man.
Oh, definitely. Right, this is a track for Glenn, because I know he's listening. This is New Tomorrow by Miami Nights 1984. I believe certainly one of his favourite artists. They've pretty much been around since the beginning, haven't they? I think they're literally since about 2011, 2012.
Yeah,
I think was the first stuff.
They're mentioned a lot in Rise of the Synths as
definitely,
an early Godfather.
Yeah. So this is some early stuff. If you just tuned in just to listen to a bit of Synthwave and you're new, this is back in the old days, if you can call them that.
you to do. Hands reach in between all of the spaces we leave, closing in on us. We come alive, giving everything away into the night. Let it go now. Let it go now. Come on, baby, let it go. Tracing your line. I wanna be the one, yeah, to experience so serious. I'm feeling us, you and I don't deny this, and the feeling is right. I know you feel it too. All night feels right. Come on, baby, we got nothing on you, and we make your body move all night tonight now, baby. Give your body to the rhythm and let's move all night. Give me everything, give it all to me. Give me everything, give it all to me. I wanna be the one, yeah, to experience so serious. I'm feeling us, you and I don't deny this, and the feeling is right. I know you feel it. All night feels right. Come on, baby, we got nothing on you, the way you make your body move all night tonight now, baby. Give your body to the rhythm and let's move. When I'm moving now. Know you want to feel it too. Know you want to feel it too. If you baby. Southwest London. You're on Riverside.
Pop wave in a nutshell. If you've just tuned into RetroSynth and you like the sound of that, head over to Fixed Neon's label because you'll hear plenty of that. They're very much into their kind of pop wave and retro pop. I think that's where the money is, isn't it? I think.
Very accessible.
Yeah,
and,
very much
when
so.
we are able to go to gigs again, they're the kind of places that would bring in and the
Definitely
money,
so.
the dollar. Speaking of
Definitely.
dollar, what have you bought recently? I've just picked up
Oh,
Avenues.
my name's Rob, and I spend money. What have I bought recently? Well, this packet of Jelly Babies that are almost gone, and obviously the Cherry Crush EP on vinyl. I can't wait to get that. And obviously, I've put my money in for the Roxi Drive Electric Dreams vinyl. So a couple of those to look forward to, as mentioned. But that's about it, actually. I mean, I've bought a few more tracks on Bandcamp just to sort of throw a few more into the pile. But you know, times be tough.
Times do be tough. I'm saving money on train travel. That's for shizzle. I picked up a new Occams Laser. You're going to pay Occams Laser in a bit. I picked up a new T-shirt of him. Tension.
Awesome.
Great album.
That is his best album.
You're not track to the album.
No, unfortunately. Well, I mean, we could, but you know, it's probably best that we play something new, which we will do after the next half-hour mark. In the meantime, we're going to play a track that featured on one of the Hotline Miami games. Now, we've just done a bit of research on this, haven't we? We didn't actually quite know what Hotline Miami was, but it's
We're
like
not gamers, are we?
No, we're not. But it seems like it's a series of games that's got like a silent character, like the main protagonist. I've not read much into it, but it's like a 2D game, isn't it, or something? I believe 2D
game.
Came out in 2012.
Impressive looking front cover.
Yeah, lots of colour and
people
pixelated
play
art.
games.
Yeah, people play games. We play
3.
Synthwave, and this is by Benny Smiles. It's had like 2.8 million plays. So this game's obviously popular.
Nuts. It must be popular. There's people listening to this going, "Oh my days, don't even know what Miami Nights is. Hotline Miami even. Oh, God, I can get the name right."
Yeah,
You
but have
weeks.
any of those been in Holly Valance's house like I have to do their lift? No, they haven't.
What?
So
Okay.
I know what's on her mantelpiece, and they don't. There you go, quids in.
Tell me that story in the break.
Anyway, this is Hotline Miami theme by Benny Smiles. was Hotline Miami theme by Benny Smiles, who's an Irish guy living here in London. But that's a pretty good scoop to get on a game like that, a game that we weren't aware of, but now we are fully aware of.
Yep.
So,
yeah. I'm still not going to play those games, but I am going to watch those films because you and I haven't we joined the Kickstarter for In Search of Tomorrow.
Yeah, I think you're probably a bit more on the ball in terms of emails and sort of progress and everything, but I'm part of it, and obviously I'm looking forward to the movie. It'll be good to obviously go to a premiere and meet people. I'm really hoping Christopher Lloyd will be there. That'd be great, wouldn't it? Like that, the doc. That'd be so cool. Something tells me he probably won't be there, but Marty, we need 16 gigawatts. Marty. That's
88 miles an hour.
88. Where we're going, we don't need roads. That's literally.
But yeah,
that's
our buddy Damien Jackson.
He's involved in everything now. Next, he'll be involved in the next, I don't know, Terminator, Light Side of the Sun movie, number 7 in the septology. No, I don't know. There's been loads of Transformer movies. I'm surprised that they haven't run out of movies for explosions. Because what's the name of the guy that is it? Peter Jackson? Was it Peter Jackson? I can't remember.
Peter Jackson did Lord of the Rings and Brain Dead before.
Who's the one that made the Transformer films? Who literally
with Michael J. Fox.
If you knock over a cardboard box, you get a huge explosion. He just puts explosions in everything.
Not I can't
I
think.
can't remember. I can't remember.
No, if people are into it, you can join the Kickstarter. In Search of Tomorrow, another big long documentary, a bit like In Search of Darkness, which is 4 hours long and talks about all the 80s horror movies. And this week there's a Reanimator. Do you remember that movie? Watch party.
Wow. There's a few listening parties as well going on the internet at the moment, like people listening into new indie albums and things that Dan, who does the show after us, told me about. This is cool. I'm liking all this internet stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're coming up to half hour mark. This is Shooting Star by Anna Yvette.
Are you burning, baby? Lighting up the dark. Can you hardly take it? Everyone wishing on stars. Can you feel me shaking? Making our dreams come true. Our hearts are breaking. 'Cause there's nobody else like you. We run across the sky, faster than the speed of light. We got magic on our side. 'Cause you know what you are. You're my shooting star. Shooting star. You know you are. Shooting star. Are you going crazy? All eyes on you. The vibes you be creating, electrically on blue. Stardusted hazy, dancing on the moon. There's no escaping a galaxy in bloom. We run across the sky, faster than the speed of light. We got magic on our side. 'Cause you know what you are. You're my shooting star. Shooting star. You know you are. Shooting Shooting star, you know what you are, you know what you are. Shooting star, you know what you are, you know what you are. We run across the sky, faster than the speed of light. We got magic on our side. 'Cause you know what you are, you're my shooting star. Shooting star, you know you are. Shooting star, you know you
Across Richmond, Wandsworth, Merton and Lambeth. Online at riversideradio.com.
We are into the final 30 minutes of the show. 2 hours
final
long.
stretch.
The final stretch. And we just need to remind you guys that we feature on some wonderful radio stations all around the globe. -1 recently because we were dropped. Thanks, mate. And they are
KB Indie,
Neo Radio,
Mod Snap Radio,
Progwave Radio,
SLE Radio up in Manchester,
SLE.
Manchester.
and I'm assuming American RetroSynth YouTube channel. That's
Retro.
that's the best I could come up with. We should probably make a little. I think we should just maybe make a jingle of that, so we just play it rather than keep saving it. Yeah,
So we just hit it. They will never get it wrong.
No,
It'll always sound
exactly.
Cool.
I think that's actually a good idea. Let's do that.
Good
Jack,
shout.
if you're listening, thank you. That's all I've got to say on that.
Advance. And for your, I mean, I hate to say it, but I am almost missing the
Are you the Mr. Scream? Yeah, it was part of it, and you ruined that for me, and therefore ruined my life, and therefore made me want to.
But I'm kind of missed it today.
Okay, well that's good news because I can bring it back anytime you like. Anytime you like, and I might just do it.
Yeah, I don't miss it that much.
I might just do it. Right. Millennium Falk. We're going to play a track from his album Neo Helsinki FM called Robot Walk. It also featured Tom Sellecker and Alpha Max. If you've listened to it, it's got like 21 tracks, hasn't it, Rob? I think like loads of like, interludes.
There's a lot of skits.
Definitely. Which is actually I think that was like an M83 thing he used to do. Sigur Rós used to do that as well on some of their albums. But this is
a very 90s hip hop thing to do. Have about a dozen skits in your album.
Yeah, where you kind of hear like some. In fact, Lost Prophets used to do it, but I can't talk about Lost Prophets too much anymore because of that man and what he did. So let's move on from the subject. This is Robot Walk by Millennium Falcon, Tom Sellecker, and Alpha Max.
Come on now. Let's go. Here we go. I wanna show you my moves. I wanna show how I really move. I wanna give you the groove. Your love can make a robot walk. I wanna show you my moves. I wanna show how I really move. I wanna give you my groove. Your love can make a robot walk. Show me the moves. Show me the moves. Show me the groove. Show me the groove. I wanna show you my moves. Show me the moves. I wanna show how I really move. I wanna give you my groove. Show me the groove. Your love can make a robot walk. I wanna show you my moves. I wanna show how I really move. I wanna give you my groove. Your love can make a robot walk. I wanna show you my moves. I wanna show how I really move. I wanna give you the groove. Your love can make a robot walk. Show me the moves. Show me the moves. Your love can make a robot walk. Show me the moves. Show me the moves. Your love can make a robot walk. Show me the moves. Show me the moves. Your love can make a robot walk. Show me the moves. Show me the moves. Your love can make a robot walk. Show me the moves. Show me the moves. Your love can make a robot walk. Show me the groove. Show me the groove. Your love can make a robot walk.
Your love can make a robot walk.
Your love can make a robot walk.
Cheese in its entirety, and that's where Millennium Falcon's vocals work so much better than some of like the slightly darker stuff that he does. And like that song "You Make Me Better," his lyrics are perfect for
You
that.
make me better.
Yeah, that should totally be his thing. Stick to the cheese, man. Honestly, your vocals work in absolute harmony with it. It's perfect.
We've had some strong vocals tonight. Yes, we have.
Definitely
Love
so.
that Alex Pope one, the Left Dead. That was
Yeah,
great.
agreed. Yeah, very much
One of the
so.
best he sounded. That was a great collab.
But there's no vocals in this next track, which is going to be Exsanguination by Occams Laser. Exsanguination is the drawing
last track
yeah,
off his new album.
Yeah, and
New
it's
Blood 2.
what does it mean, Rob? I think it means to draw the action of draining a person, animal, or organ of blood, like a vampire.
Speaking of vampires, you'd have seen me probably posing all week, tweeting with my new stepdad,
Yes.
vampire stepdad tee, and I've got a lovely
You
stepdad
must-
sticker, and he puts loads of great stuff in there. There's a pair of false vampire teeth.
I did see the picture, and you're again, you're really, really long hair.
It's getting so long, dude. Hey, when you Google exsanguination, the fourth or fifth thing that comes up says, "Do you poop when you die?" So a lot of people want to know whether you poop when you die.
Apparently, it's actually quite common that yes, people do. I don't know if there's a percentage. If we can give you an answer after this song, we'll do it. Be right back. This is Exsanguination by Occams Laser.
Sorry, I'll...
Rob's dad has got the latest scoop for you on defecating after you die. So, Rob, please do proceed. Let the listeners in on that.
Martin, I know you're listening. Daddy-O used to work in operating theatres back in the 70s. I think he met my mum working in a hospital. And yes, the answer it is very common. Poo and urine. It's due to the relaxation of the bowel, I believe.
Okay.
So, and I just looked. It's something to do with the adenosine triphosphate, body's made of energy. See, when that depletes, your muscles relax.
It's a sore subject.
Yes.
And but apparently it's up to 50% of people apparently do that when they die. You heard it here on Synthwave on Front of Synth First. You heard it here first. Who said the show can't be fun? Hey, who said?
And a bit crap and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, right, music.
What's next?
Phaserland and Nicky Dodds on vocals with Hot Stunner.
Love a bit of Phaserland. He's from Detroit. I bought his last couple of albums, Flip the Switch and Inside Architecture, which was more kind of like, he called it Library Volume 1. It was kind of library music, more wave, I suppose, adventure. But he's really, really good.
Yeah, love this track. I purchased this on Bandcamp. So there you go. I did buy something recently. Ha! Gotcha. This is Excess by Robots with Ray Guns. Not excess as in NXS, but Excess, Robots with Ray Guns. One of my favourites. 268k followers on Twitter. I can absolutely guarantee these guys would fill a stadium, especially St Mary's down in Southampton. Stay tuned, we've got 2 more tracks coming up, and that's the end of the show after that. I really like that because it's got like a real cool kind of hip beat to it. You know what I mean? It's almost got a bit of not R&B, but kind of like a hip hoppy feel to it. Do you know what I mean?
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I think robots with ray guns are on the brink. They're not quite Synthwave. They do a whole bunch of other stuff. That's a bit electro-y, I guess. Lots of fans and followers, eh?
Yeah,
big followers.
Definitely. Yeah, no, and some of their artwork on their albums is so cool. I'd like to actually find out who's done some of that. Again, if you're listening, please do tweet us. We're curious to find out. I was hoping Mizukat might have done something, but I can't seem to find anything.
From her for a while.
No, but I'm sure she's got something in the pipeline. She obviously loves her Nissan too much to be doing work. She loves that thing, does she?
And she does a whole lot of commissions for all the wonderful refurbs of what do you call it, Game Boys and whatnots.
Very much so. No, she's a cool lass. I'd love to be able to do the stuff that she does, and I'd love to obviously have that car. I'm only moaning about it because I'm jealous. I'd love an old Nissan with the headlights that pop up out the bonnet. That'd be cool. Who'd have a cash car, eh, Rob?
Family man. You know,
Family man.
I think we're going to get rid of it because it's on its last legs.
Well,
Anyway,
we actually drove a cash
You heard
car
it
down to the
first.
beach the other day. Must admit, it was very sluggish but very comfortable.
can be a bit. Laserblade.
Laserblade, thank you for finding me. This is a submission that Jack sort of forwarded on to us, and I believe you've got a bit of info about him. This is nice. This is very cinematic, very relaxing. Not a lot of percussion, but it lets the synths do the work. Close your eyes and enjoy the euphoria. Very much in the kind of mid, not the early M83 stuff, but the kind of mid-range stuff before Hello We're Dreaming Hello, we're dreaming. Hello, hurry up, we're dreaming. There we go. Got it in the end.
I can't remember, but Pretty Glass Folk is, I think, the only person to have left a comment on in your man's Bandcamp page.
But that's cool being the first comment.
Yeah,
that's like if you're first on a YouTube video comment. That's like, isn't that like
is getting in there first?
It's like owning your own Ford Shelby GT Cobra. Is it not?
And Jack says it's dreamy yet bleak.
Yeah.
And he calls it cinematic like you do.
Definitely so. Right, guys, we have come to the end of a 2-hour stint here on Forever Synth. Thank you so much for joining us. Sorry Ollie didn't join us, but he will do in July. I hope I can say you have our word on that. If not,
we had a really good chat yesterday, and in actual fact, I should have recorded the conversation because I started talking about all the questions that we were going to ask him. Sorry, Ollie.
No, it is what it is. It is what it is. Things happen. Times is tough. Thank you so much, guys. We'll be back next week. I think it's only an hour, but same time, 7 o'clock. We'll see you then. Take care.
Join us then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I gotta tell you something you don't want to hear. I'm gonna show you where it's dark, but have no fear.
There's something inside you. It's hard to explain. They're talking about you, boy, but you're still the same. There's something inside you. It's hard to explain. They're talking about you, boy, but you're still the same.
I'm giving you a night call to tell you how I feel. I want to drive you through the night, down the hills. I gotta tell you something you don't want to hear. I'm gonna show you where it's dark, but have no fear.
There's something inside you. It's hard to explain. They're talking about you, boy, but you're still the same. There's something inside you. It's hard to explain. They're talking about you, boy, but you're still the same.